Hello friends and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Welcome to our Smash the Stash Saturday sew along. We are doing our Love Cats, and what we are doing today is adding our sashings that go on the sides and maybe the top. I believe the sides is, yes, the sides is what we do first. So that's going to be our short sashings. And so I have to find the one that matches my pumpkins. And instead of me laying them down there, I can lay them up here. So I will put my dark pumpkins first. So how are y'all doing this Saturday? We've been having Louisiana weather this week, guys. It has been, wait. No, we don't. I just thought we don't want to use the same color. That's the one we want to avoid. We don't want to use that one. And it looks like on the card, they use different colors, all different colors. So what we will do is just start with one color. I'll just make sure I'm not using the same exact color as what the block is. But anyway, we have been having some pretty warm weather here. I am so ready for winter to get here, and I know a lot of people that get snow and ice may be like, no, we're not ready for that, and you know, let summer last a little bit longer. No, I can't have summer last any longer. I need summer to be over with. I need cold weather. I say that, but you know, as long as you got a pair of good rubber boots in Louisiana, you get... Did I make that too big? I don't think I did. I think that just looks like, yeah, it just looks like it's too big. Because in Louisiana, the worst weather you get is wet. Now, I mean, every now and then we get snow and ice, but it don't stick. You know, it's wet and it melts almost as soon as it hits the ground. And if anything, it becomes ice. So, you know, as long as you've got a good pair of rubber boots in Louisiana, you are good. Now, this one here, it had some of that selvage. I thought I had cut all of that selvage off. But what I am going to do is find a piece that has a little white. There we go. This piece has got some white there on the bottom. So it'll just look like it's part of that. You find ways to hide mistakes or creative abilities is what you do. You definitely don't let them slow you down. But I'm hoping today to get all of the sashings done for y'all. So that way next week we will be assembling our quilt. Try not to use one that's too much the same color as the block because you want that contrast in there. And I think I've just about talked myself into selling this quilt once I make a pillow cover to go with it. So this could be like a cute little girl's slumber party, you know, quilt and pillow set. And what would be even cuter is to have a bag that holds it all together. I don't know what size pillow you would use, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do a bag. So I'm going to use my black pumpkins with this one because it's pink. And that'll be a nice contrast with that one. And I was looking at the layout on the card that they have, which is really cute. And I think that's probably the layout I'm going to follow. So, because it's got like the head is facing up and then left, and it alternates on that one row, and then on the next row it's down, facing down and right, and it alternates. So that'll be really cute. So I think I'm going to put this one here so it's, you know, there's no rhyme or reason with these, so just do what you think. And I did use a lot of the plaids for the sashing pieces. I'm probably going to have to turn these upside down to start them, because going into that ear at the top, it's a little thick and it doesn't want to go. Okay, so I'm going to use my next pumpkin on this pretty pink one. I'm going to turn this upside down. And guys, if y'all are watching our sew along with Tammy, Alicia, and I on Fridays, well, the second and fourth Friday of the month, let me know what you think about that. Now, I know some people have told me they can't make the lives, but now I have the replay available on my channel. So if you can't find Tammy's channel, that is fine, but her link is always in the description. Hers and Alicia's link is down in the description of those videos. And, well, actually, I think I've had them in the description of most of my videos here, you know, for the past month or so, talking about doing this sew along, which is, we're having a blast. Or I know I did that, because we've only done one so far. We've only done one live, and it was so much fun. And I think this pattern is going to be so fun. And Sherry, I saw your post a while back in my Facebook group. And I completely did not think to tell you this when I responded about you finding that craftsman. Yeah, if you do it, please put pictures in the Facebook group to let me see them, because I am thinking about making another one, and I'm just looking at different color combinations to do with it. I've already had some other people that have put something that they have that's like that in the group. I mean, in like either in the comments or have sent me emails, because I am thinking possibly about making one of those for my son and his wife. Not this year for Christmas, but for Christmas for 1 year. Guys, I'm going to have to flip this back around. I can't do that from the back with these pieces. the short piece on the underside. I have to. But this has been a fun pattern as well. I can see doing this not with, holiday fabrics, because that's not the intention of it, I don't believe. But I have this Kitty Loves Candy fabric bundle, and I thought this is just perfect. And that is, I bought the pattern when I bought the fabric bundle. But I don't think I intended on using that fabric bundle with the pattern. I don't think that was my intention. But it's turned out really nice, I think. But we're not putting it together yet, so I may not need to speak too soon on that, should I? But every now and then I surprise myself with some fabric choices. This one is definitely not something I would normally gear towards. But being that I have grandbabies, I think I'm more apt to gear myself towards bolder, brighter colors because of them. Because, like, if I use something for my bed, the Craftsman is one that's for my bed. And let's see, what's the other one that I'm going to use for my bed? The Woodruff. This one right here. Those are now I know the Craftsman is. Those are kind of some bold, bright colors. But I had to get those when I saw them. I think they were called Wyndham. It was something Fabrics. I think it's by Wyndham Fabrics or something like that. I can't even remember. It was so long ago. But when I saw them, I'm like, I've got to get those. Those remind me of the 80s. It has the big floral and all that. So I just had to get it. And the plan for the Craftsman was to be a bed cover for the bed in my guest room. But right now it's probably going to be for my bed. If it will fit, because I don't know if it's big enough to fit. Because my bed is a queen. And the bed in my guest room is a full or a double. I don't know exactly what size it is. I've never really measured it, but I know it's not a queen. Now, I almost have all of the sashings on the right side of the faces. It feels like I have more sashings than I need, but I may need extras. Okay, I'm down to, I think, my last 3 or 4. 4. And these I'm trying not to use them big, bold colors. Which is fine because on the other side, I'll probably have to use a bold color. Okay, so that was our last head to do. So now what we need to do, cut them apart and put the strip on the other side. Okay, so we now have the right strip on all of our heads. So now it is time to go to the left strip. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to try to not use the same sashing as the fabric. And I noticed on this one here, I also have some selvage on it. But what I'm going to try to do with this one, I am on the stretch there. I'm going to try to stretch it a little bit so what is there will be caught in a 1/4 inch seam where you can't see it, because I will trim it. And I'm just using different colors here and going one by one. What we are doing is making 20 faces. Now, like I said, the plan is to get both the sides and the top and bottom. So next week we can be assembling our rose and our quilt. Hey guys, it's getting late here, so oh, my thread broke. Okay, we're just going to put this foot back down right here. I went back just a little bit so as to make sure to catch if I'm pretty certain I went further than that. I know I did because I see it right here. I might have gotten a little too fast for it there. But I have this really long string thread hanging out here that I am going to trim up. And we're just going to keep on going. I feel like I have more side sashings than I need, but I'm pretty certain I don't. I'm pretty certain I counted and I double checked and I made sure I had the correct number. Guys, I actually feel like I want to put this down and pick y'all up tomorrow because I am getting tired. I definitely am getting a little bit tired right now. It's 10:30. That's why I'm getting tired. But if I do that, that may make the video a little late. But a lot of times I do get up on Saturdays and sew at about 5 or 6 in the morning. Because that's what time I get up during the week. I get up at 4:35 at the latest. And I didn't realize I'm so far off centered here with you guys. Maybe that helps a little bit. I'm coming down to where I have fewer choices for fabrics here, so I'm just gonna have to start choosing one that's not that one. I've been trying to do light colors on the dark ones and darker colors on the lighter ones, but there's more of these medium colors. So I'm guessing as long as what I'm getting is not the same fabric. Like this here, I can put a hot pink with it. So guys, we're mainly just sewing today. I'm not in a very talkative mindset right now, which is kind of funny because I always am. And no, nothing's wrong. Absolutely nothing is wrong. I'm very preoccupied with things I want to do and need to do. Today I need to, well, I say today, but tonight I need to be finishing up my laundry. I have laundry in the washer and the dryer. I don't know, it may not be any in the washer because I needed to wash my bed sheets, and that has not happened. I actually needed to put my bed covers in the wash and completely forgot about it. But my husband has been in and he's been keeping me pretty busy today. That's why it's so late when I'm in here sewing. But I'm hoping y'all are sewing. It's Saturday morning when y'all are seeing this. And we're just trying to get it done. Get it done. Not that we're rushing, but we are rushing. We want to get this step done. But you know what? If we don't get them all, if we don't get this top and bottom sashings done this week, we can do that next week. And we'll just go over into October. Or I can finish doing my sashing off camera, you know, finish the rest of it off camera. Because I cannot record more than an hour and 20 minutes because, and we're well under that. And you guys know the situation and the dilemma with the recording, because my editing program goes nuts and won't let me upload it if I do over an hour and 20 minutes of recording. It don't matter. I can take that hour and 20 minutes and have it edited down to 5 minutes and it still won't let me do it. Won't let me export and upload. But I have found that hour and 20 minutes is my sweet spot. So I've even tried going up to an hour and a half, and that doesn't work. So an hour and 20 minutes, I will stop the video and start it over if I have to. But we hope to not have to do that. And if I have to stop and do the top and bottom sashings off camera, then you will definitely see them finished in the updates. I'm sitting here looking at the fabrics that I have left thinking, okay, I can't be doing this one with that one, and it's not good to do this one with that one either. So we're down to the wire on choices here. And I did notice I have some that are the same fabrics are still out there, so I've got to hurry up and use those before I come down to those fabrics. See, like I still have this one here that's the pumpkins. I still have the sashings for this one, so I'm trying to use something different on these. And I'll use those pumpkins up on something else. But as long as they're not on these. had a hot pink cat one too. So that's good that I'm using it up on this one. And guys, I think I am going to call it a night after I get all the sashings done. I will go ahead and press one so you can see, because you do need to press your sashings before you go adding your top and bottom one. But it looks like I have 4, 5, 6 left. And it doesn't look like any of them, which is great. I'm going to use this one on this because, like I said, it's after 10:30 now and p.m. and I'm getting tired. And my husband is in, and I'm sure he would like to spend some time together because he will be going back out to work tomorrow. I think he goes out to work tomorrow. His schedule is so hard for me to keep sometimes. Okay, now we're to the hot pink cat. Well, we don't want to put a cat fabric, and we don't want to put a hot pink. So I got a light pink pumpkin. Ooh, I'm building up right there where y'all can't see. Oh, that one is an orange. So which one am I going to use? So we got 2 oranges left and a pink. And I have an orange and a black. So one of them has to go. I think the stars look better. There we go. We'll do that. I should have put the white pumpkin one over here. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. I could always unsew it or, you know, seam rip it, but that's not going to happen either. But yeah, guys, what I'm going to do is I will finish the top and bottom sashings. So if y'all want to go on and keep sewing and do your top and bottom sashings, you can, because I will have mine done before next week. What I am going to do is press these, and I'll show you one pressed. I will press these and then put the top and bottom sash before y'all see this in an update on Monday. Which means I will probably finish it Saturday afternoon. Very likely Saturday afternoon. See, I got an orange and an orange, but that one looks more red. It's orange though, but that's why I chose it, the one with the smaller pattern or design on it, because more of the orange would show. And the other one has like the large pumpkins on it. So more of the pumpkins are the focus, and on this and the orange, the main color is the focus. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut these apart. Then I'm going to press one and show you what it looks like. Okay, friends, this is our cat face with our side sashings on it. I will complete the top and bottom sashings. These are going to be pretty good size blocks, y'all. So that'll be nice to have a big block to make a decent sized quilt. This quilt is going to end up being a 52 by 65. So that's a nice little throw. So friends, thank you for joining me. If you enjoy little sew-alongs like this, go on and give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye guys.